know it's going to be going to Game 5, so it should be a wonderful set to watch. All right, fist bump, and let's get started.
All right, here we go. Sonic versus Kazuya. Both of them really do have tools to deal with the other here.
Late game characters. I mean, some people said Kazuya's, had his time, but I don't think so. Kazuya will always stick around. He's got the moves to compete in this kind of game, like no other character can, to be honest. At least
punishing that homing attack.
Okay, here we go.
But the percents stay even regardless.
And just spin dashing through. I think there's going to be a lot of focus on kind of mixing up shield consistently for TonyZTank.
Man, Sonic's movement is just so crazy. This character can just move around so much.
Yeah, really taking all the routes on Battlefield. Battlefield is an interesting place to start, to be honest, against Sonic of all characters. But TonyZTank, known to get in there maybe a bit more than other Sonics. I do appreciate that. I think it makes him a pretty entertaining guy to watch.
It is really just awesome to see Sonic spinning across the entire stage. Would I want to be fighting it? I don't think so.
No, but there we go. That's the first stock, spinning across the stage to get a fair confirm. Did it a little bit earlier, but it didn't quite kill this time. It was able to secure the stock.
We are really just spin dashing from one edge of the stage to the other. Just keep the Kazuya at a distance and hit and run when you can to get your percent.
And I think this is probably how you do it. We saw this earlier today, Mistral versus Shu. This is kind of how Shu approached the matchup, and I don't think they're wrong for it. Kazuya is a terrifying character, can take one opportunity and just bring an entire stock from it. So you really have to play just the ways that you can get by against Kazuya. And TonyZTank, more than getting by right now, living the up smash.
And it's just crazy. The dash attack's still not confirmed, and the laser not confirming either. I did not think Sonic was going to be living for this long.
This is a perk of Sonic.
And there we go.
Good call out on the jump there. And 87% already on Kazuya. That's kind of what Tony is wanting, kind of take the stock and then sit back, relax, let the percent come with time. But Mistral just not going to let that happen, yeah. Back on the rip, 37%, trying his best to catch up.
And just getting caught with that forward air does not quite kill, though.
Good follow-up.
But the catch with the back air will kill.
Yeah, just up being right the same way as Mistral there, kind of even adjusting a little bit lower to make sure that they get the right height for the back air. There we go.
Ooh.
Still not quite going to take the stock. Maybe Mistral maybe just barely underestimating the power of barely overestimating the power of up smash there.
But really, Kazuya needs to be taking those stocks against Sonic. There we go. Just catch it with the
uppie out of shield. And Tony's going to have to keep that in mind if he wants to keep this set going. Here we go. The grab, the first one of the game. Able to get 39, not too much
the
more.
Double spike, though.
Yeah, it's a bit harder to do on some characters, especially like Sonic. Going to be a little more slippery getting past.
A nice spin dash into back air from Tony there.
Just kind of relaxing, The Rage Drive is here. Rage Drive can be a huge problem for Sonic to deal with. I believe it is able to just grab out of spin dash, so it can be a really big issue.
This could be the last
Kazuya
stock.
player is locked in.
This could very well be the last hit if this Rage Drive actually grabs.
Oh my gosh. Not able to get a kill, but certainly some percent in a not bad position. Tries to fire off there, doesn't quite connect, and sneaking right under there. I think the iframe's playing a role. Tries to go for the just raw F smash in the corner, and it's not going to kill. Same with down smash.
The super armor is pulling through, but it is just not connecting these moves.
Mistral, I think, just really looking for anything they can get. That's not going to kill, though. Sonic just a little bit heavier than anticipated. Okay. The roundhouse kick, not going to get it. That is death.
Barely with that air dodge.
Yeah, didn't get the. Okay, game one to Tony here. Okay, we see the pace of the matchup. Camping or stalling out with spin dash is not going to necessarily be all that helpful to Tony if Mistral is able to continue to call out these opportunities with such strong moves that Kazuya has.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to see, Tony's going to have to maybe commit a little more to the offstage game. if
Yeah,
that'll help him.
Tony certainly doing a good job of that, and I think as long as he, once again continues to keep Mistral guessing on what's going on, that's going to be able to take the rest of this set his direction. Oh, trying to go for the down smash, wanting to just end it all at 45. That might be the end.
And
This
that
time
will
that
kill.
kills, yeah.
Just charging the up smash a little bit longer will make it kill.
And now Tony, here in a deficit, has to take his time to approach. It can certainly be a challenge against Kazuya, especially when Kazuya is able to take the back seat. He's kind of more available to use Electric Wind God Fist in a defensive position, and that's just going to allow for not quite a kill yet.
But Kazuya definitely laying on that extra credit there. And
That's
even
another
getting that
stock.
stock.
This is the Kazuya difference. Sometimes you play your heart out, you win. Other times, Kazuya.
Kazuya.
Yep.
I mean,
Homing
yeah,
attack.
we're gonna have to play this, a bit slower for Tony. Think about our decisions a bit more.
As long as Tony plays perfectly, this is
I mean,
still totally
he can
achievable.
make it back. I have
Look at that.
faith in it.
Nice percent, yep. But, I mean, if Tony gets hit by Electric Wind God Fist once or any other solid confirm, it might just be close to curtains. There we go. Trying to keep things up. Good. Doesn't get hit by much else other than the single good get-up attack. The recognition there.
Kazuya getting the trip there too, but not quite following up on it.
Tries to get the back air. Sends in another one just straight up, and it's going to work. There we go. Homing
Getting
attack
the
sends it
tag
to
to
stage.
not die to the homing attack. Goes for the up smash,
Yeah,
but it does
I
get shielded and
might as
just
well
throw
just throw it
out
again.
another one.
When you're up 3 stocks here, don't want to give away too much in terms of how you're trying to move your game plan forward. Sometimes it's fine to just choose some silly options and hope that the game can end. And it's Kazuya, by the way, so those options are bound to work eventually.
Those options do end game, most assuredly.
Trying to get in with the side B.
Side B
It's not
just
going to
not
get
that
quite
good
what he
now.
wants. But here we go, keeping it up.
And does
Back
not
air,
quite kill.
Yeah. Hanging in there just barely. Tony at 122% down.
Tries
A
to
stock
go
with
for the
Mistral
up
only
B,
at
but
50.
does not quite connect.
Certainly an uphill battle. Yeah, Mistral kind of just recognizing the situation here. Yeah, I'll take my time.
And
That's
that
gonna do it.
will finally take that stock.
1-1. Okay, so we saw Tony kind of have a good swing in game 1 and ended up coming down to be a pretty close game. And now Mistral with a pretty dominant win game 2. So the pressure is kind of on Tony to make some more plays here as Mistral is quickly really making the difference in this set. They switched.
They switched.
Okay, load it back up. I know this is very minor, but favorite Sonic skin right there. All right, Kalos, a different stage here.
I mean, another stage where Sonic does just get to run around.
Now, this is good and bad, Kazuya can make a big difference with open space to work with, few platforms. Sometimes that really allows him to just carry out a combo forever and ever until it just becomes a stock. However, Sonic definitely can take and abuse these side platforms. Kazuya not going to have the easiest time getting around to them. And Sonic, I mean, spin
Sonic's
dash
getting
right
up
around
there,
it.
yeah. Sonic's definitely going up there. He's going wherever he wants.
He's not quite getting the correct hit, I don't think, that Tony was looking for, but was able to get out pretty unscathed. Mistral following the rollback
and
pretty
getting a
well. That's
charged
going to
up
secure a
smash.
stock. Only 57% here on Kazuya. Tries to get all the way up there, but Mistral is ready with the down air. And here we go.
Mistral
This is the Kalos difference. Doesn't quite get the up smash, but already 93 on the board. It's hard to say no to that.
Going
my.
up B, another stock down.
Yeah, this is kind of proving the problem with Kalos. Just look at how extended these combos can get. Doesn't quite get the follow-up Mistral is looking for, but that's just fine. 64% on board, and we're just back to
one rage drive, and
That's
that
gonna do it,
will take that
64.
last stock. There it
Okay.
is, finally seeing the one rage drive.
Tony potentially with just one game left to find out what to do here. Definitely going to have to, yeah, probably Hollow Bastion, yeah. That makes sense. Once again, a long stage, but that middle platform is going to allow for Tony to at least have a bit more of a chance to get away from the Kazuya combos.
I mean, yeah, we're just going to see Tony immediately going for the movement, getting a nice little chain there, but interrupted.
Yeah, then, okay. 31% just gets immediately returned with 50 there. A little bit of a greedy side B. Tony is going to hold shield through, and it ends up being okay.
Just using the side B more Kazuya's on platform, hoping that he lets go of the shield or picks a different option.
Oh my gosh,
Getting
holding
the
down smash.
Into the spike.
That just kills.
What a clean confirm.
I don't know if Kazuya deserves that, but Mistral certainly got it. So that's the first stock out of the way. Mistral knows his stuff here, and he's going to keep showing it off. 46% tries to go for the special to... Okay, nothing much there.
A nice fish into the spike yet again from Mistral here.
And 82%. I mean, the damage just keeps stacking on so quickly. Kazuya just, one move right after the other. Here we go, 135.
Nice forward air.
Tries to go for the fair.
Not quite getting out
yeah,
there.
Yeah, Mistral doing a very good job of fading back against the ledge guarding tools.
Up B to take another stock.
Tony's going to have to lock in here if he wants a game or any further games against Mistral.
I mean, Mistral is just playing this matchup so well.
Yeah, good job stalling out on the recovery, kind of forcing Tony to sit back and readjust. Wasn't able to readjust to the correct angle to continue the edge guard.
We've just been seeing, Mistral just has these combos. If he just gets that one interaction, it is just so over.
Yeah, and 185, Sonic isn't necessarily killing unless he gets the correct hit here. And against Kazuya, that's not going to be necessarily easy. Mistral doing a good job of just bouncing back and forth between the platforms and kind of the...
And there we go. Tony will get a stock. He's going to have to work pretty hard here to make up this one stock lead, though.
Yeah, Sonic is able to put on damage pretty quick, but it's definitely going to have to be very carefully and with quite a bit of expertise. Yeah, Tony doesn't even want to consider kind of continuing the combo there because this was what's going to happen. Kazuya just taking over instead.
I mean, yeah, just interrupting with one move, and I mean, it just led to an immediate 50%.
There we go, catching with Electric Wind God. Tony was able to get out of it. Oh, good cancel into the homing attack. That was very smart.
Yeah, that up smash definitely would have killed there.
Yeah, most certainly.
Yeah, Tony just keeping his distance, playing a hit and run strategy, trying to make up this stock difference. But Mistral is just playing super patient on that platform, just holding shield and hanging out.
Yeah, really not a care in the world, At this point, at this lead, Mistral just has to play it patiently.
A nice
there we go
from Tony. He can definitely bring this back.
Yeah, 95-0. TonyZTank is slowly but assuredly. There it is.
But one up smash will do it.
Just need the super armor. Or sorry, the iframes. Kazuya.